Let's get ready to rumble.
What's good, everybody? Trilba and Blanco show. Nothing but facts over here. So this past weekend, national semifinals, Alabama, Clemson, Georgia, Oklahoma. You know, all SEC title game coming up. As we all know, the SEC is the best conference in football. It's been there since Mr. Timothy Tebow was there. And besides that, we're going to be also talking about, NFL playoffs, the wild cards coming up. We got Tennessee at Kansas City, we got Buffalo at Jacksonville, we got Carolina at New Orleans, and we got Atlanta at St. Louis. So whichever one of you guys want to start off first, let's get this underway.
Just going over those college football games last night, Alabama it wasn't even close. It was the most dominant game I've seen in a while, even if the scoreboard didn't show it. Yeah. Clemson did not have a chance at all.
Negative 7 yards in the first
I think that's why they put them over Ohio State, because they knew Alabama was
SEC.
Alabama is Alabama. Nick Saban.
SEC.
Nick Saban.
That's what he
is. He really
can't stop Alabama no matter what.
They have 4 running backs, and Georgia has 3. So that game is going to be pretty crazy when they meet in the national championship.
One of them could see all the blitzes.
Don't talk about Sony Michel from South Florida.
Sony Michel.
What they
he
say,
is from
he
the
can
crib.
see the B blitz and the C blitz.
He can see the A gap and the B gap at the same time.
At the same time.
It's not a problem because honestly, against Alabama, you're going to need all those running backs, and what it's probably going to come down to is either the Alabama quarterback's going to have to make a throw to win the game, or Georgia quarterback is going to make a throw.
They didn't play this year, have they?
No.
That's why this game is going to be so good. You got
it's
Nick
gonna be a great
Saban
game.
versus his assistant, Kirby Smart, from true freshman. You got Chubb last year in Georgia. Isn't he the all-time rushing leader?
He's
one of the top.
I know he's in Georgia, but I don't know about SEC. I think he's like right behind Bo Jackson.
Top 3.
He's up there with Herschel Walker, Bo Jackson, those people in the SEC.
Yeah, that was
and you got to remember he's coming off the big-time knee injury.
That was
ACL
disgusting.
When he
blew
blew
up
his knee. Exactly.
I thought he was
Nobody thought he was going to play football again. And he's coming back from that. Sony Michel, and then they have a true freshman running back as well, DeAndre Swift, who they say can be even better than those two.
The defense is nice too.
That's wild. Their defense is an SEC defense. Those linebackers are Alabama type.
Who's that linebacker?
Roquan Smith, number 3. He's every tackle he made, he was on his knees. Like, I thought he was gonna die on the field. Like, you remember the scene from Any Given Sunday when Lawrence Taylor died? I thought he was going to end up going out on the field.
It was like 3rd and 2 in overtime, and it was like a little toss to the running back.
This
man
he was going to sacrifice
met up
his
with
life.
That guy, popped him right there. He was done.
He was ready. And then their other linebacker, number 7, Lorenzo Carter, he blocked the field goal in overtime. So
those are all first-round picks next year.
Exactly.
All first round. Alabama and Georgia probably got a good 12 first-rounders.
Playing in that game next Monday.
Easily. Baker Mayfield was looking like the truth in the first half.
That Oklahoma-Georgia game, that's what the semifinals are about. That was a great game. That was one of the best games I've seen in a while.
Baker Mayfield, they scored on the first 3 drives, easy. But that SEC defense, it just got too much.
It got too much.
Too much.
He couldn't handle it.
They overpowered them.
Handled it for
way
over quarters.
Well, I mean, if we're going to talk about those games, we could talk about the other 2 bowl games that went on.
UCF finished undefeated
against the SEC team, Auburn.
I apologize for all the crap I talked about them. They beat an SEC team.
Yeah, man, they beat.
I don't know if it's UCF the team or that coach, Scott Frost, because he's the truth. Like,
he coached for them and then he left again.
He coached a bowl game, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, because he already left. I think he came back and coached.
He came back and coached a bowl game, but he's taking that entire staff to Nebraska. So
real?
Nebraska's about to be on the rise. It's about to be fun. But the other bowl game that people don't want to talk about is Wisconsin against Miami. That was hilarious.
What was the score?
34-24, Wisconsin.
Yeah, Wisconsin.
Miami came out to a 14-3 lead, and basically all that pace and being fast and being able to out-athleticism them, that wore off in the second half, because dealing with Wisconsin's offensive line...
That offensive line is crazy.
It seems like every single year they have a running back that's running for close to 2,000 yards. Their entire offensive line is going to the NFL, and they don't have a quarterback who can throw.
Never.
So the fact that
it's their power running.
Exactly.
And then they got offensive linemen that are already NFL ready.
So you have a Big Ten offensive line, and you just get to lean in on an ACC offensive line that's or off defensive line that's more quick than powerful, they were gonna wear out eventually. It was just a matter of time.
So what you guys got for the title game? Predictions?
Oh, I'm taking
new
Georgia.
New scores.
I'm
taking Georgia because you hate Nick Saban?
Yes, I'm taking Georgia because I hate Nick Saban and because I feel like they can't stop those running backs. And I feel like Jake Fromm is a better thrower of the football already than Jalen Hurts is.
He is, yeah. I mean, I don't think Jalen Hurts is that good, to be honest.
Honestly, the kid that's behind Jalen Hurts right now, Tua Tagovailoa, something like that, he's a Hawaiian kid, lefty. He's going to start next year over Jalen Hurts. He's just a true freshman.
You just see, because every quarterback Alabama gets, we think
it's just a system quarterback, honestly.
That's straight system.
Because when you think about it, when these quarterbacks go to the NFL, I don't think they've ever taken a starting snap.
AJ McCarron is the only one that's left, and he's a backup. McElroy is, I think he's an analyst on
Blake
SEC.
Sims, the black quarterback they had. I don't know if he's even made it to the NFL.
No, I don't think so.
So they just make do with what they have because, I mean, with that strong defense and 18 Division I running backs, it doesn't matter what they do in the NFL. Trent Richardson,
and Julio Jones,
Alabama God,
playing wide receivers.
And every year Nick Saban,
I'll play quarterback.
All Nick Saban does is he goes in 3-year intervals and just goes and finds the best receiver in the world. So he goes and finds Julio. After Julio, he gets Cooper. After Cooper, he gets Ridley. After Ridley, he gets Judy. And he's just going to keep coming down to South Florida at this point because it's just not fair.
We're a different breed down here.
Honestly. Sony Michel, South Florida.
We accounted for like the first 5 touchdowns.
First 4.
Yeah, we're from Broward County.
Broward's different.
In the Georgia-Oklahoma game.
Yeah,
right. Broward's is different.
Nah, but that national title game, it could either be the best title game ever or Alabama's just going to dominate.
It can be like that Alabama LSU
game. It was like
that
9.
game, or it could just be like Alabama versus Texas, and Alabama just dominates and gets that, I think it's like 5th title in like 9-10 years. They're a dynasty already.
Yeah, I
think Nick Saban's been in the playoffs since it started. That's why he's Nick Saban.
They call it the Alabama Invitational for a reason.
Man, like there was no way they were not getting in.
It's a home game for Georgia though.
It is.
It is.
In Atlanta.
Alabama doesn't care, bro.
Oh yeah, you already know.
It's gonna be a mixture of both.
Alabama's right there.
Exactly. You're gonna have some Georgia fans, some Alabama fans, and they're gonna be partying for a whole week. Like they already there today in Atlanta.
Yeah,
until next Monday.
Where's it? It's in the Mercedes-Benz?
Exactly. In the brand new stadium.
That's gonna be a nice game. Next
People gonna be going crazy on Chick-fil-A. Cause that's the
it's gonna be on Monday.
Oh yeah,
it's gonna be on Monday. You could get a chicken sandwich.
Exactly. Moving on to the NFL playoffs, I'm gonna go with the Bills and the Jaguars. I'm gonna take the Jaguars only because offense wins games, defense wins championships, and that Jacksonville defense.
No, you're taking
that Jacksonville defense is way better.
You're taking the Jaguars because the Bills made the playoffs. Where the Ravens at?
Where are the Ravens at?
We lost to the Bengals because we just lost.
No. Last week you were like, "There's no way we can't make the playoffs. Like we're playing the Bengals."
It was like that.
Joe Flacco.
We were up 27-24. It wasn't Flacco's fault. Flacco put up 27 points. Our defense folded. So
that secondary is burnt.
Exactly. Jimmy Smith gone. Tavon Young gone. Ladarius Webb is the worst corner I've ever seen, and they don't
just
know.
Drop your whole defense besides Terrell Suggs.
Exactly.
Slow as dirt.
Ladarius Webb doesn't know if he wants to be a safety or a corner. He's tore his same ACL 2 or 3 different times. The guy just needs to call it a wrap.
He's done.
He needs to call it a wrap for his career. No offense, Ladarius.
You're right about the defense though. Jaguars.
Yeah,
that defense.
I'm taking the Jaguars.
Crazy.
Kansas City and Tennessee. That really is a toss-up.
Honestly, if Tennessee can run the football and get that 2-headed combination going, it won't matter what Mariota does. Because if Henry and Murray get going, it's a wrap.
I'm taking Mr. Drew Brees against Cam just because Drew Brees is one of my favorite quarterbacks. I like New Orleans to get to the bowl. Get him that second ring, retire. I don't think he'll retire, but once he gets his second ring, he's top 5 ever, 100%. 5,000-yard seasons over and over again.
Easily, with no weapons.
Don't stop.
No weapons, never. Is it him?
The only reason why he's gonna beat Cam this week is because he has more weapons than Cam.
It's that running back duo. You got Lil Uzi Vert and Mark Ingram.
That's gonna be a good game though.
You can't stop that.
And then you got Michael Thomas, Kobe Fleener at tight end, and Ted Ginn, who's
Ted Ginn.
33
That's crazy. He actually has
and
weapons
still
now.
running past people. Like, that's insane. So
That's
that
still
game's
gonna
gonna
And
be
then the
fun.
St. Louis and Atlanta game,
It's a toss-up, honestly.
it's a toss-up, but if Todd Gurley is going...
Yeah, I was
It's
just saying,
a
Todd
Atlanta's
Gurley is going.
it's a
Atlanta's
wrap.
bad. Go bye-bye, Atlanta. You better not let Todd Gurley get going. 'Cause if
First
he
quarter
gets going,
touchdown.
It's done.
Jared Goff is probably going to be
You gotta stop.
the
If you
most
don't stop
improved
Todd
player
Gurley,
this
if you
year.
don't stop Todd Gurley, then you gonna start blitzing him, and then Jared Goff's gonna get it to Sammy. What's that white boy's name?
Sammy
Cooper
Watkins, Cooper Kupp.
There's
They
some
got
other
a
people.
few,
They got some.
Jazz
They got a
Reynolds.
squad.
No,
and
they
then
got
their
a
D, and then
decent
Matt
squad.
We
Ryan gotta
always
watch
forget
out
about
because
Tavon.
St. Louis's front seven is scary.
Yeah, when Aaron Donald plays right, he's
Robert
he's
Quinn.
honestly better than
Ogletree.
J.J. Watt.
Who else did they got? Don't they got that? Don't they got Ingram playing like
LaMarcus Joyner,
LaMarcus
Tremaine
Joyner.
Johnson.
They have a squad.
They got some corners. They got some DB. Mark Barron,
Yeah, that's the linebacker I'm talking about. But he wear like number 21 or some shit.
26.
Yeah.
Their team is honestly, when they look at each other, they're almost mirror opposites because they have athletic linebackers, great front seven. It's gonna come down to quarterback play. The only thing is, while Atlanta may have more offensive weapons, St. Louis has more of an offensive mind. Like McVay is calling plays
Some crazy
we haven't
plays.
seen
Yeah,
before.
no, no,
We
Crazy,
haven't seen in a
all types
while.
of plays.
So they might just simply outcoach. What's the coach for Atlanta's name?
Dan Quinn.
Dan Quinn.
Quinn.
So he might get outcoached again, like he did in the Super Bowl, and that'll be the end of their season, real quick.
No. They didn't get outcoached.
He got outcoached in the second half.
I think Tom
They got
Brady
Tom
just
Brady.
Tom Brady.
But you gotta run the football. That's something.
They got Brady'd up.
You gotta run the football though. But that's another discussion.
Yeah, that's another day.
They got two running backs though, so we gonna see.
It's gonna be real interesting.
That's gonna be a real good game. I think that's gonna be the best game out of all
I think
that.
maybe in the Super Bowl they just wanted to run up
Yeah.
the score just because But as we know, that didn't happen. It's a sad day,
That did not happen.
Anything else about the playoffs?
Super Bowl picks.
Super Bowl predictions.
Oh, Super Bowl picks. I got damn.
It's sad to say this, but it's gonna be Tom unless Antonio Brown somehow miraculously
He's still hurt?
recovers. There's video of him jogging right now in like the treadmill with the inflated bag.
They gotta buy.
So if he gets back and they play New England in the AFC Championship game,
They
that'll
are
be
the
their
better
only
team.
competition.
They're better than.
Oh yeah,
they're better than the
when
Patriots.
healthy, they're better.
But they
than
would have.
Patriots.
But they would have home field. But I don't know what Big Ben was doing. He tried to beat Aaron Rodgers with that fake spike.
Honestly,
And no other receivers. They just stayed there. They're like, let me watch this guy run across the field.
and that was a downfall.
Throw it into 4 people. Done. Yeah, my Super Bowl pick. I want to see Breeze versus Brady, but I just feel like St. Louis is gonna get out of there somehow. Just 'cause that offense is. Todd Gurley is the MVP. Do not give it to Tom Brady. Do not make it boring. Give it to Todd Gurley. Give it to Todd Gurley. Stop giving it to. That's why LeBron doesn't get MVPs over and over
If
because
anybody
LeBron James will
should
have like
get
10
it,
MVPs. Give it to someone else.
Kinda sad Carson Wentz
Todd
got hurt.
Gurley.
Exactly.
It
That
would
would've
be
been
Carson
easy.
Wentz.
I
but he
wouldn't
got
make an
injured.
argument for Carson
And he
Wentz.
still has a good year. Even missing
He missed the last
33 and
3.5
7.
games. 32 touchdowns, 7 picks.
Exactly.
Dude, and he missed 3.5 games, so he would have finished with like 40 touchdowns.
Let's just call it 40 and 10.
And give it to. He would have gotten it, but he's
Yeah.
injured. Give it to Todd Gurley. Give it to Antonio Brown. Even though he missed only a week, but still #1 in every stat for receivers. You got to give it to someone else. But yeah, I like the Rams versus Patriots.
Patriots. Like you said, if Antonio Brown can get healthy, I like the Steelers to make it. Dang, the NFC is a toss up though.
Yeah, it is. I just can't wait for the
NFC
playoffs to
is
start in the
awesome.
NFC.
But yeah, I would like to see Breeze get his second ring. Go out on top.
They got the weapons to do it this year, and
Mhm.
that
They
defense
actually
is
got
starting to get
weapons.
rolling at the right time. So it could be interesting, real interesting. The team that is gonna lose in the playoffs, though, that people are
Right
just
away.
way too high on,
Minnesota.
Vikings.
Minnesota.
Oh, they're so overrated because Case Keenum, once he sees a playoff defense,
It's over.
It's a
it might
wrap.
be a wrap.
Who are they gonna
it's
play?
a wrap.
They would play.
The winner.
They would play the
New
lower
Orleans.
seed.
They would most likely play New Orleans unless Atlanta wins. And Atlanta, I'm sorry, they're gonna cook up Minnesota. Case Keenum can't handle Vic Beasley and all these boys.
Oh
coming
no,
around.
exactly. I mean, honestly, the best case scenario would be for Minnesota to see Carolina. That would be the only team they can match up with, and even then, Cam might outduel
I was
Keenum.
about to say Cam was out.
So, I don't know if they really want to do that.
I mean, I feel like that's gonna be a good game. Carolina versus New Orleans. I feel
Just
like it's
Cam's
gonna be a
gonna put
real
up
good
numbers.
game, but I feel like New Orleans wins. But it's gonna be a real good game
Cam's gonna put up
because
numbers.
Cam's gonna play. You forgetting this boy took him into the bowl.
Exactly. He won a national championship.
He was down 14-0 in Alabama.
He ain't no scrub. He beat Alabama. He ain't no
You beat
scrub.
Alabama, you're good.
He ain't no scrub.
Tim Tebow's great. They just didn't want to give him a chance.
They didn't want to give him a chance. That's another subject for another day.
Yeah.
Because I almost got
That's the
emotional.
best player ever. College football. You guys got anything else to say?
athlete of all time.
You got something to say, Cheesy?
Tim Tebow is the best athlete of all time.
You got something to say? It's okay. He's sad. The Ravens didn't make the playoffs. He got to wait a whole nother 9 months to go 10-6 and lose in the wild card.
sick.
It is what it is. Other than that, this is the Chobo and Blanco show. Like, comment, subscribe. We'll be back next week for what are we talking about next week? Small forwards?
Small forwards, reaction to the national championship game, reaction to the wild card weekend.
Ain't nothing but facts.
Coming back at you.